Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are just talking about a groundbreaking AI agent that call is Manus. Unlike typical chatbot, Manus go with the extra miles by planning execution tasks without you have to guide it even every step of the way. From the trials to a deep data analytics, it tackles a huge variety of the challenge all in its own. So let's dive deep into see what's make Manus such a game changer. So this is the website which is the official launch by the Manus, and they have the really some of the introduction videos. They have official use gallery for the different type of agentic problem they have just used as a demo, and somewhere is talk about like how the person they are just reaching towards the menus for their own projects. And finally something they have the benchmarks they are just trailing like we are just giving a more better accuracy than of any OpenAI or any other SOTA models. I'll go each and everything's in much details whether it's this Manus is really an exciting or it's going to be the next feature or it's going to be really the end of the data scientist and machine learning jobs. I'll go with the PPT terms. He's the co-founder and the chief scientist of the Manus AI. Uh, so let's talk about the what the brief architecture about the what why the Manus and how the Manus is going to be work on. So this is the normal of not an official documentation provided by Manus, but I have created based on the information on the website the Manus has just provided. This is the first thing a user genuinely requests what's the user, and based on that it's just going to have a multiple tasker. And so let's talk about the input user. You have an input user, then after you're just submitting the request, then we have a Manus project manager that analyze and then plan, and based on that it just navigate into a specialized agents that we see somewhere like research, data handling, code writing, different type of agent we have. Then after we have tools and action that perform a operation, activate web browsing, code execution, whatever the site they want to just go and just find some retrieve some important information for the specific task to complete. And then after you are just going to get something a final output. So basically the keywords about the Manus AI is autonomous, task oriented and intelligent execution. Before diving deep into this, I want to show you like one of the sample how they have just introduced. Let's go with a trip to Japan, and this is going to be uh, before jumping into this gallery and trip to Japan, I will just give you one more things about the Manus. In this we can just see about the Manus as Manus is designed like a mini organization or a specialized AI that workers at the tops, and then there is a project manager, and then isn't that hears you the main request and create a plan and that execute a plan based on this what the project manager is going to have the information. Then a specialized agent step in to handle tasks like web browsing, code writing and generate a report. By diving up in this work, Manus can tackle complex project from start to finish. And this is the really the most important things about the key features about the Manus. Before jumping into the key features and details how they have just given the final good accuracy, I will just deep dive into one of their implementation of what they have just done like something. uh, Let it open. Yeah, so this is the one agent you are just asking to a Manus like I need a 7 days of Japan trip from April 15 to 23 from Seattle's with something like budget. You are just giving your all the information. Now you are letting Manus to just find, just deep dive and just whichever the exact location they are just using, whatever the hotels they need to book, different type of things they are just going to have. So based on that, now what is going to Manus is going to do, it is going to execute the plan. First of all, it will just capture the information that we call as a project manager. This is going to be a project manager whether the user input you are just provided with some of the information like what exact you want to just do, and based on that you will have a you the second point is going to be the project manager that going to analyze and plan, create a strategy of the task like where we need to just move further, so that it is going to give to the specialized agents. Specialized agent is basically you will have a multiple agents, each agent will have something a results data handling, code writing, and multiple of the things for report generation. Different type of things are there. You can just see somewhere like overview day one, where you are going to have day two, day three, day four, and somewhere around this thing. It's giving you complete details. You are just going to have something just in normal inputs, and based on that analysis, it's just going to give us the report, because you will have a multiple agent of that Manus. They already have multiple agents to just tackle your information. They have variety of the things, like they have on the research side, they have on the life science side, data analytics side, education side, productivity, and what TF. So basically you will just see about the data analytics somewhere like online store operation analysis. You are just giving some of the info here, like last here is going to be the last sales data from the Amazon store. Could you analyze it truly with the visualization and recommendation data driving strategy to boost the next month's sales by 10%? So you are just providing a data set, and then after you are just entering something like user prompt. Now you again, that Manus is going to it acts like a project manager. It just take your whatever the information from the user, the same as it is, just divide it is and analyze this into a plan, and just create a strategy around them. Once they have just created that strategy, they are just going to just navigate to the specific agent. You will They have a really the multiple agent which execute the task for the research, coding, the support, and the same story goes on. And based on that, it will just every agent will give you some of the information, then their agent is going to collaborate, and based on that, it is just going to give us the information about the performance, operation, and activity, web browsing, code execution, and etc. And then finally you will have some of the output. You can even see here something like this, the execution results which you are just getting. So this all you can even explore with this official website, what exact they are just trying to give the user input, and how they are just promising that we are just giving a better result than of the OpenAI and any other SOTA models. And I'll just make it more simpler look, so it will be really easy for you to understand. Okay, so let's deep dive into a, yeah. So now you can just let's look how the some of the hard data and how the Manus performs. GAIA is a benchmark basically specifically designed to evaluate the general AI assistant on solving real world problem. Manus achieve a new state of the art that we call as a new official SOTA performance across all the three difficult labels. In this chart you can just see that Manus passed the rate compared to the any OpenAI deep learning research various SOTA information. And then they are just we have a level 1, level 2, and level 3, that's showing just how effective it handles the tasks of the increasing the complexity. Here are the few important details about the Manus. In the level 1 you can just see Manus has achieved somewhere around 86%. Somewhere like OpenAI Deep Research is 74.3, and another SOTA models has achieved 67.9. Similar it goes with the Manus level 2, that's 70.1. And again we have the deep open deep AI research 69.1, another SOTA research 67.4. Let's go with the level 3. We will have more difficulties where the Manus has achieved around 57.7%, another OpenAI deep research has achieved 47.6%, and the previous all the SOTA models they have achieved around 42.3 things. So the Manus performance is basically all this confirmation of Manus is not just a flashy, but it's genuinely top tier in the terms of real world problem solving and skills. Now you already have gone with the very type of gallery to how they have just executed about the trip to Japan in the April, like planning a vacation, and I can just show you on the official website. Yes, they have just execution use like planning a vacation. If you're going to the futures, planning a vacation, Manus integrate a comprehensive travel information to build a personalized, and it can even produce custom travel handbook, something like that. And you can just read about this. Second is like deeply analyze Tesla stock, and want to just deep market overview, you can just give your own stock name, and then after you are just letting Manus to just perform you the Manus has multiple agent to perform the more deeper analysis. Then we have a iterative and course in momentum, so you can just read about this all the information in much details. Other than this performance and all, let's just talk about what's the let's talk about the behind the scenes about like what exactly Manus is about. Under the hood, Manus harness the advance of large language models and integrate them into a powerful tools for web browsing, code execution, and data visualization. And they thinks it's like an AI brain that equip a multiple skill that can activate it depends on what the task require. This is why the Manus can do everything from writing a Python script to creating entire documents on the commands what the user is going to provide and as an input. Now we are just going to talk about the key features. Yeah, just talk about the key features and setup about the Manus apart. It's totally and fully autonomy. It's basically you are just going to give us hand in task and it keeps working without bugging from your the input. They have a rich tool integration. Manus can browse the web, creating spreadsheet, writing the code, and many more of things. We have versatile output that produce a PDF, comparison tables, and dynamic dashboard for a review. Then we are just talking about the benefit and the potential. These are really based on my understanding what I have just created. Yes, why does all it matters if you are really busy with entrepreneur or you are really the student, just you are just juggling with a multiple project and the task of somewhere you are just having a handle with the heavy lifting that manager research, analyze and coding tasks. It's basically save the times by automating the workload and just reduce the manual effort. And then finally you can just focus on other priorities. Based on that you are just letting manage to do each and everything, most of the tasks performed by you, so you can focus on other priorities while Manus can complies with data, builds reports and other planned trips. Let's talk about the limitation and consideration. Again, this is going to be the from my understanding. Of course, no AI is a flawless. Manus depends upon the information if it finds. So it may sometimes pull outdated or inaccurate data. If you are just providing a big decision, you should have double check its results. Plus, always be a mindful of permission. You won't want your AI accessing the wrong files or the system. A bit of caution goes a long way with any autonomous tools like data dependency. We need to just double check for the big decision. We need to just permission and security and general caution. These are the four limitation might be there in the Manus, because you don't letting everything just go and just go with that Manus should check each and every files and information. There might be anything permission and security concern in that. Finally, I can just say about the conclusion about the Manus overview. In short, Manus is more than just a chatbot. It's just autonomous AI agent that excel of the complex multiple step tasks, from achieving a top score on the GAIA benchmark to generate a real world results like a travel guidance, finance analysis. Manus points towards a future where AI does not just answer the question but complete a task. So it's like I've just given the really the bullet points. It's more than this chat, autonomous AI agent, multiple step task execution, and high performance, and it's going to be a real world impact on this. So now call into the action. We have, if you are really excited about the Manus, smash this like and button and subscribe for the more AI insight. Tell me in the comments like which Manus you use, can you can just find the most helpful in your daily life. As always, thank for watching and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.